Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you are doing well, and we're going to dive into what is going on for you at this time, or whenever you find yourself at this message, at this video, as time is not straight linear line. Pisces energy is really got me in some interesting places, and you might be finding the same. I just realized this morning as I woke up feeling very off kilter that we've got our third pass of Mars squaring Neptune. Now Mars is not fully out of post-retrograde shadow yet, will be soon, but Mars is still in Gemini. So the last time we had this transit was in October of last year. So if you think back then, Mars was in retrograde then. Regardless, we find ourselves kind of battling between different aspects of ourselves, meaning the Mars energy, or our masculine energy to do and take care of things, the drive, is in a square with Neptune, our more spiritual, more fluid, and this is Neptune in Pisces, so our more fluid, open, receptive energy. When both parts are not on board, things just feel and seem off kilter. So anyway, got that all squared away for myself. Meditation certainly does help, or binaural beats. For me, sound frequency is where it's at, but everybody's different. Helps balance my energy. So this is a message for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Sagittarius. These are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest, or keep it in your back pocket, as I do read into our blind spots a lot of times. Subconscious areas that we don't always pick up on or see that are giving us, that the universe is trying to have us see, that's giving us a sense of frustration or confusion. So, long story short, if it's not resonating now, there are parts of this message that may resonate with you down the road, in another day, another week, another year. However, keep in mind these are general, so check with your moon or rising sign as well. All right, what else do we have for Sagittarius? If you would like a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can book through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com, and that information is also in the description box below. So Sagittarius, what we have here, we have judgment, loneliness, acceptance, guilt, freedom overall at the bottom. Kind of sounds like the roller coaster ride that I went through energetically this morning. You may be finding yourself, maybe you were conflicted, either with another or with others, or just in your mind about life, about other people. Maybe rising up out of that and able to see both sides, able to understand that, yes, we all have our own unique path, our own unique challenges. So really, we should not judge each other for where other people are at. And that brings you to loneliness then. So, okay, I'm not judging other people for where they're at, but where they're at is not where I'm at. Where are the people that are at the part of the journey that I'm at on? Just acceptance. Okay, I accept. This is not a permanent thing. I'm learning that this is something I cannot change for myself at this moment. And then we have guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. This could have to do with a relationship to another person that is no longer in your energy, in your life. There could be acceptance to the split, but there's still some guilt from maybe realizing I spoke out of context, I spoke out of anger. And the key here is to really free ourselves from all of this mind chatter. And this is karma too. Old beliefs, old patterns, old ways of thinking. But the key here is to create our own happiness, our own connection with life, get our own energy flowing and get ourselves to a happy place. All right, we're going to dive a little deeper into this for you. With acceptance, because these two cards did come out together also. With acceptance, then comes the guilt, which you want to let go of that too. Maybe accepting, okay, I see now, I accept that other people are in their own, working through their own stuff. Now I feel bad that I tried to interfere or, I was reaching or grasping. It could be different for everyone. We have the 8 of Cups with the Page of Cups. Pretty much spelling out exactly what I just said. Moving beyond, moving out of judgmental, critical, criticizing energies. Just feeling, moving out of negative energies. She's walking away. Walking away from something that was, maybe at one point with the moon, I'm getting hypnotized, like had a spell on you almost. But walking away from the negative feelings. And Page of Cups, finding your own cup, your own happiness, getting yourself grounded, getting yourself back in order, paying attention to yourself, starting to feel better. Beginning to, get yourself engrossed in something for you. 7 of Pentacles. This also reminds me of acceptance. However, it is also, this card depicts it almost as if this person wants to barter. Wants the other person to buy what she's selling. And it looks like they're just kind of conversing about it at this moment. But this is like, also talking about an equal give and take. And if there is none, then there is no exchange or interaction. Fair, balanced, equal. Four of Swords with 9 of Pentacles. Coming to acceptance of where you're at, where everyone else is at in life, taking time to really meditate on the next direction of your life, the direction towards what's important to you, towards what you value, and the freedom to create your own happiness. 8 of Wands below that, Hierophant below that. Create your own stability. Get yourself to a place where you can give without depleting yourself. She's holding out grapes. I have things to give you. I have extra. She's holding up a pentacle. I'm stable where I'm at. Freedom. All right. Seems a little cryptic. Let's keep going. Like I said, the energy is like a roller coaster ride today, Sagittarius. This could be your experience. But it seems like you're really going through, coming out the other side of a dark experience, even if it's just with yourself. Let me get a little more clarification here, please, for Sagittarius. Okay. Prince of Swords. Okay. So, I'm talking about clarity here. There is clarity. And there is wisdom. There's knowledge. There's bravery. And it's almost as if the Princess of Swords, the swords alone are through the mind, our mind process. And what I'm getting here is that energy of when you kind of cut through a lot of the bullshit that's going on in your mind and going on out, you know, the chaos that's going on in your life, and you cut through the bullshit. This is that energy that almost propels you forward with some strength. It's almost like I can't go back. I cannot go back to where I was going. So it is a positive, I mean, it is an accelerator. There's not a whole lot of like heart and soul in it, but it's okay because that's where you're headed. So you've got this energy that's propelling you somewhere different. Finally, no more of this old. I'm going to do something about it. It's swift movement. A quick pivot in another direction. Mentally, because things are crystal clear now. Maybe you couldn't move forward before because things were so foggy and nebulous and didn't make sense. Now they do. Hierophant. Now there is greater understanding, greater wisdom. And actually, this energy is also propelling you forward to gain more wisdom, esoteric wisdom, soul wisdom. Seeing beyond what you were able to see before. And also the energy to take charge of your life. This is also a leader. So maybe you had been a teacher, a healer, a leader that went through the ringer. Whatever it is that you're coming out of and moving into more of a direction towards yourself, you're in the driver's seat now. You're no longer waiting around for others. It's you with you. You with life. You are working with life. Man, Sag. I just keep falling on the floor. Okay. We've got balance and balance. So Four of Wands, Six of Swords. Notice how they're both sort of in the same position. Interesting. The Four of Wands is bringing yourself more balance and harmony within your home. Your home in your vessel, your home life that you live in. Just it could be with family and community too, but taking charge of your life and taking the steps to actually form and create balance and wholeness at home, in the heart, as well as in the mind. Ace of Wands below that. Two of Cups at the bottom. Okay. A lot of times when we're hurt, you know, we kind of get stirred around in that pain for a while, and it does get a little foggy, and, you know, a lot of times we do have to play out our roles of victim and savior and all that stuff, but something happened, Sagittarius, that snapped you into a whole new direction of like, yeah, no more of that. Like, it's really kicking you into a new gear. And as you have some more time to yourself, you are learning a lot more about yourself. You're feeling better about yourself. Your energy is coming back into alignment. You're coming back into balance. Romance, justice. Connecting back into the heart so that you're feeling the supportive energies of the universe, of life. You're really tapping back into your spiritual side, having a romance with yourself, having a romance with life. This is bringing justice to you. This is bringing balance and justice to your situation, your life path. You're no longer holding grudges. You're no longer holding on to resentment. You're no longer judging the situation or others. You're no longer wallowing in the fact that you feel so lonely. You've come to acceptance of that. And, you know, there might be a little bit of guilt that you're going to have to start to let go of, because you don't need to be carrying that weight. There's nothing to be guilty of. Let that go. Personal growth, security. Yeah, see, there's been a fear or a worry about your own security. Could be, I mean, just take it as you will. Security, financial security, physical security, emotional security. At the bottom of the deck, though, is personal growth. So it's definitely been for your highest, greatest good, these experiences, and to be able to come to these realizations on your own about yourself, about an experience that you have with others or another. You are aware that you create your own happiness, that you are free. Once you clear out all the clutter and the old stories and the programming and the pain and the negativity. Let's get some advice for Sagittarius, please. We have lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. That's why it seems so cryptic. Let's read it from the book, but that's what I'm feeling. It's almost like, have you been here already, Sagittarius? I feel like you have gone through this, and maybe you do. We do repeat cycles, and sometimes when we repeat a big cycle that is linked to our Chiron, our deepest core wounds. That spell, that gnosis, that hypnosis of the energy can really pull us back down into those wounds. And it does. We can get lost in it for a bit, but you're coming back out of it. I can totally relate to that. So let's read this one from the book for you. The world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on this planet that were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the rememberings and gifts can come flooding back. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a new creation, or bring an idea to life, but feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you're receiving are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this time. Some think that lost lands exist in the past. Others believe they exist today in a different dimension. I believe these ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who experience them. If this card comes to you, perhaps the wisdom of lost lands such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon exists within you. And through surrendering to the intelligence of your soul, you can unlock the seeds of these ancient lands so we can all learn from our mistakes and usher in a new age. That might be where the guilt's coming from too, Sagittarius, because you're having these deep, deep realizations of what we're really here for, especially at this time. And, you know, our ego plays out parts with other people. And, you know, sometimes we can hold on to that guilt a little bit longer when we awaken to realize, like, oh, I even played in that game before. I played that part. That's good. So you're aware of it all now. So try not to hold anything against you. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge others. And, yeah, you got this. It's all good, Sag. So I hope this is helpful for you, and sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.